Hey everybody, Treasure Town here, and I'm going to be doing the second of our foreign half-pound coin lots. And the last one was super successful. You should check it up in the card that should be up there. I'm going to go through, look at each coin, and hopefully we'll get some old ones like we did in the last vid. Alright, so our first says 1 shilling, ein Schilling. I think that's German, it should be. Yeah, the Republic of Austria from 1979. Our next coin is from 1957. It looks Spanish. Yeah, it's Spanish, and it's 5 PGAs. I think that's 5 pesetas. This one feels like it's aluminum. It's Repubblica of Italy, 1951. And 10, I assume cents, maybe centessimos. It's nice and shiny, though. Next up, we have something from the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, 1974. 1 cent with a starfish on the back of the coin. This is 10 of some type of Asian coinage. I think it's likely, I want to say it's Japanese based on the characters, but I'm not familiar whatsoever. That will be something where you should look at the subtitle. Nondescript, but it looks Israeli, and it's a 1/2 new shekel. So I believe that the new shekel is currently legal tender, but I'm not 100% sure. There's been a lot of switches, actually. This is a token from New York City Transit Authority. Good for 1 fare, so I assume it's like a train or a bus token. Here's 20 francs from 1950. Again, I mentioned this in the other video, but this is not the current francs. These are old francs, and they were devalued, so this would be 0.2 modern francs. This is 1, I think that's Kopeck from 1925. It has the CCCP, and the hammer and sickle, so definitely some type of Russian coin. It has some unfortunate green toning on the top, but that's a cool older coin. This is a beautiful 1964 10 feasts, I think, or fils from the Kingdom of Jordan. It's really got a nice luster and shine to it. This is 10 francs from 1945, bearing the liberty, equality, and brotherhood, I believe, is the French slogan. So World War II era coinage. This is from Mexico, and it's 1 modern peso from 1980. This seems to be Greek writing, 10 drachma, 1986. And this feels like 1970. It feels like modern circulating pence, so 50 cents. It's worth about, I want to say 60 to 70 US cents currently. So that's a good pickup, actually. This is 10 Reichspfennig, likely from World War II Germany. Yes, that's 1944. Deutsches Reich, it's the Third Reich, and as you can see, there's the Nazi symbol. So this would have been minted under Hitler and during World War II. Here's 1883 from Switzerland, a 20 Rappen coin. Again, one of the cool things about Swiss coins is that they have been minted with the same design since 1883. You could find that circulating today in Switzerland, though it's rare, obviously, because of its 130 plus year old mintage. This is 1986 20 drachma from Greece. Again, the drachma is basically worthless. This one looks older, so I'm going to put it aside, and we can look at that towards the end. This looks like another peso from 1971, and this looks like from the Netherlands. Yeah, it's Netherlands, and it is 25 cents from 1970. Here we have a Cuban 5 centavos, Patria y Libertad. I'm not familiar. It's 1946 though, so that's right after World War II. This is more French, 20 francs from 1951, 50 centimes from 1947. Here is a 100 drachma coin from 1994. A nice condition. This is 10 shillings from Bailiwick of Guernsey, 1966, it's a square-shaped coin, which is not something you see very often. I'm interested in how much modern day value this has, so I will get back to you. This is 25 pesetas from 1957, Spanish coinage. And here we have, oh, I'm not sure exactly. This is Magyar, so I assume that that's Hungarian. 1 forint coin from 1976. 5 lepta coin from 1954, and I think that that's Greece, so I think that's even less than a drachma. It looks like the Pope is on this coin, and it is the Vatican City, and there's 50. I'm unsure of what their unit of currency is called, but it's 50 or 50 cents of them. This is a 1 cent coin that looks like a Barbados. And I got it right. Cool, 1985. So these two are going to be, actually, I'll do this one right now. Let's see what it is. So it says Liberté, so it's French, 1914. Looks like 10 centimes. It's a large copper coin, very cool. Nice, good find. This appears to be Asian. It's a 1 of something. I'm not sure if that's Chinese or Japanese or another Asian language. Here's a 6 pence from 1966 in really nice condition, English coin. This looks Spanish, 1966, 1 peseta. We have a United States of America $quarter, Piment, North Carolina, 2001. Big find. Here's a nice Sierra Leone 1 cent, I believe. Yeah. It's got some marks on it, but it looks really shiny and nice. So here we have a Danish 2 ore coin from 1941. So also that would have been World War II. I'm unsure where in the World War Denmark was at that point. I think that they may have been conquered. This is probably 50 shekalim from Israel, though I'm unsure if that's true. If I have the right word. This looks like URRAGA, so this could be anything. Panama, 1983, 1 centesimo. Okay, I thought that this was going to be much older. That's kind of a bummer, but Panamanian coins are neat, and I think that they are tied to the dollar. So once I was coin roll hunting a box of halves, found a Panamanian 50 cents. It was the same, and it's worth 50 cents. 100 shekalim from Israel. 1 franc, 1944 World War era, also aluminum feeling. And then a 1953, this time 10 ore from Denmark. Only a couple of coins left. This one is also in nice condition. 1967, 3 pence from England or Great Britain, whatever you want to call it. This is 1 shilling, 1993, so similar to the first coin that we found from Austria. And then this is a 1962, 25 cents Netherlands coin. There's been a couple duplicates in this lot, unfortunately. This is 1 probably shekalim, or this is 1 new shekel from Israel. So that's on the newer. And here is a 10 cent coin from 1975. Netherlands. So we have 2 more. This one looks old through the camera as well. Here's 50 centimes from 1942 with an axe and wheat from the French state. Okay, 1874, Deutsches Reich Pfennig. So this was from the very first, one of the first years German coins were made when Germany unified. I'm just going to try to get a close-up. It's in decent condition, not great, but there's a little something here. That's very old copper. And then this is Libertad 2 centavos, so I assume 2 cents. Also old seeming copper. Yeah, wow. So this is from Argentina. I'm unsure what the reverse, what that signifies, but it's 1891. So that's South American, over 120 years old. So that's a really interesting and cool find. So that concludes our hunt today. Again, we had some cool older finds between the Dos Centavos, the 10 centime, this copper, 1874, Deutsches Reich, and then we had the Nazi coinage, some, I can't find it, but the Swiss Rappen from, I believe, 1883, something like that. So I would say it's another successful hunt. And if you enjoyed, be sure to check out the other one again. It should be up here in the card, and I'll see you on some of my other videos.